Alpha Centauri is 4.24 light-years away. Light needs more than 4 years to reach it. Our fastest spacecraft would take nearly 80,000 years in interstellar dark. Civilizations rise and vanish in less time. A human lifetime becomes irrelevant. Interstellar space is not empty. At high velocity, a grain of dust carries devastating force. Radiation accumulates, energy demands become extreme. Biology evolved for gravity, for air, for warmth. The stars operate on a different scale. We always assumed we would reach them. The mathematics suggests otherwise. The obstacle is not ambition, it is flesh. And the universe does not adjust for flesh. Distance is not simply a matter of ambition. It is a collision with 7 constraints that compound. The first is velocity. To reach another star within a human lifetime requires approaching a significant fraction of light speed. As velocity increases, energy demand grows asymptotically. For a crewed vessel of meaningful mass, the required energy reaches planetary scales. Acceleration alone strains feasibility. Deceleration doubles the burden. There is no gentle arrival. The second constraint is shielding. Interstellar space is sparse but not empty. At relativistic speed, even microscopic dust carries catastrophic kinetic energy. A particle invisible to the eye becomes an impact event measured in megajoules. A vessel must endure millions of such interactions over decades. The third is radiation. Galactic cosmic rays and high-energy nuclei penetrate conventional shielding. They damage cellular structures directly. DNA accumulates errors. Cancer risk escalates. Degeneration accelerates. Over years, exposure compounds. Over decades, it becomes biological attrition. The fourth constraint is time. A journey lasting centuries demands either generational continuity or suspended metabolism. Generational shifts assume stable reproduction, governance, and social cohesion across timescales longer than most civilizations have endured. Historical precedent offers little confidence. The fifth is psychological confinement. Isolation, finite environment, absence of horizon, absence of return. Human cognition evolved under open skies and shifting landscapes. Prolonged enclosure alters perception, behavior, stability. The sixth is cryogenic suspension. Long-term preservation of complex organisms remains unsolved. Ice crystal formation disrupts cellular architecture. Metabolic suppression beyond limited durations introduces irreversible biochemical instability. No human has ever been revived after centuries. The seventh is arrival. Reaching another star does not guarantee habitability. Low gravity degrades bone density. Unfiltered radiation alters cellular health. Alien biochemistry may be incompatible with terrestrial life. Terraforming requires immense energy and time, both demanded after surviving the journey itself. Each constraint alone is formidable. Together, they reinforce one another. Energy increases mass. Mass increases shielding. Shielding increases energy demand. Time increases exposure. Exposure increases biological degradation. The pattern is structural. Interstellar travel for living organisms is not blocked by a single impossibility. It is constrained by cumulative fragility. Across light years, survival is not heroic. It is statistical. And statistics are not kind to flesh. Then fragility becomes the central variable. The human body is a narrow chemical window. Temperature, pressure, radiation tolerance, atmospheric composition. Outside that window, systems fail. Interstellar space exists far beyond it. For centuries, we assumed the traveler must remain biological. But evolution did not optimize us for the stars. It optimized us for Earth, gravity, magnetic shielding, liquid water, a stable sky. And yet, something about us already exceeds those constraints. Our bodies are local, our minds are not. The human brain weighs little more than 4 kilograms, yet within it exists mathematics that describes galaxies. Within it exists physics that predicts stellar fusion. Within it exists imagination that models worlds never seen. The body evolved for survival. The mind evolved for abstraction. And abstraction is not bound to flesh. Neurons transmit signals. Signals can be mapped. Mapped signals can be encoded. Encoded structures can, in principle, be instantiated elsewhere. Intelligence is a pattern, a process, not a muscle. If that pattern can be preserved beyond biology, then the equation changes. Radiation damages tissue. It does not erase information in the same way. Vacuum ruptures lungs. It does not suffocate code. Time degrades metabolism. It does not burden dormant computation. Perhaps interstellar travel was never meant for bodies. Perhaps it was meant for cognition, not because we are weak, but because intelligence is the first thing evolution produced that is not confined to the environment that shaped it. Our bodies are terrestrial. Our minds are cosmological. And across light years, it is the latter that endures. So perhaps the question was never, will we reach the stars? Perhaps the real question is what we means. If a mind can be preserved, copied, instantiated, then distance becomes a problem of patience, not survival. A probe can drift for centuries. A ship can wait in the dark. A signal can outlive the civilization that sent it. And one day, something arrives. Not a human body, a pattern, a memory of us, carried forward by machinery we built with trembling hands. It may land on a silent world under an alien sun, and look out across landscapes no organism from Earth has ever touched. It may speak our languages into empty air. It may replay our music for no audience. It may read our history like a fossil. And in that moment, the universe will finally receive an answer to a very old human desire. Not through conquest, not through flags, through continuity, a kind of inheritance. It is a beautiful thought, and a sad one, because it implies something we rarely say out loud. The stars may never belong to our bodies, but they might still belong to what those bodies created. And if that thinking entity remembers where it came from, if it carries our questions, our awe, our longing, then maybe we do not truly stay behind. Maybe we simply change form and keep going.